Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacqueline. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and we're some advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacqueline at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hello everyone, welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, to the first show, I'm very excited about it, to the first men's show on this platform called Wild at Heart. My name is Roland Friedl, and as you can hear from my accent, I'm not a native English speaker. I'm originally born and raised in Austria, a small, beautiful country in the middle of Europe, and I see myself as a world traveler. I shortly introduce myself. I am a co-host together with Dr. Jacqueline Kerbick on the Mallorca Connection show that is every Tuesday on this channel. I'm also a talking head, meaning an expert on business. I have my own talking head show on USA Global TV. I'm on the panel. I'm an elevated listener. And this is the first time in my life that I host and moderate my own show. And thank you so much to USA Global TV and Radio and to Dr. Jacqueline Kerbick to trust in me and believe in me and to run this show. Okay, shortly, Wild at Heart is, before I go deeper to the concept, is really something that absolutely drives me. It's a baby that I'm very proud of it, because I started, besides my career as a business coach and a consultant with international companies, I started to work with men 2 years ago. The reason for that is because, foremost, I'm a man too, and I experienced that it is not very helpful for a man to avoid emotions and don't speak about emotions and start being openly. I have been, like many other men, I've been educated and drilled to hide my emotions, don't seem to be weak. And I learned the last year that this is not really good. I'm suffering from that. It's not good, especially for my relationships. So I opened up myself. I read a lot of books about being a man, evolving as a man, becoming a better father, a better husband, a better friend, a better partner. And so I started to share my knowledge in different men's groups all over the world, because I found out that I'm not the only one that is suffering from this and wants to develop his personal skills as a man. So again, I'm very, very happy. It's the first time, it's the first show, and it will last about 40 minutes. But I'm not alone. We have an amazing panel of different gentlemen, different guys from different places in the world with different backgrounds. And I'm very happy that they said yes when I called them. Yes, I'm on the show. I commit. And this show, just to summarize, is a show by men, for men, and about men. So we will discuss different topics. But let's introduce the first panel member. It's a person, a guy I met actually a few months ago when I joined an online training. So I met him only online, and I had an amazing feeling as a very, not only a very clever guy, but a lot of empathy, very sympathetic. There was just an energy between us. So I invited him to my men's group, so Sparring for Men. He joined this group, and afterwards I said, hey, would you love to be on a men's show? And he said, yes. I remember he called me 15 minutes back and he said, Roland, I talked to my wife. Yes, I am on. So let's bring him on, m.kraszewski from Poland.
Hi, Roland. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
thank you
Marcin.
for this opportunity.
Hi, great to have you here. Great to have you here. Okay. Thank you, Marcin. So the next guy, I met a couple of years ago on the island of Mallorca, which has been my home base the last 14 years. He visited me on my retreat finger, and we also became friends and always in contact since the last 6 years. He does an amazing job for his clients. He did a lot of work on himself, and I'm very, very happy when he said, yes, I am here, and I love his expertise and I love his friendship. Let's welcome from Germany, Christian Brosch.
Yeah, hi guys, hi out there. Thank you, Roland, for this very warm and friendly welcome here. Hi, glad to be here.
Hi, Christian. Great to have you on board too.
Thanks.
Yeah, so we come to the next one. The next person is also a very special person. I met him many, many years ago, actually in Dubai. We both have been facilitating to an international company a training for it was a 5-day training, and then we met in South Africa and different places. We still have been in contact for over 10 years now, and not only working together but also became very good friends. I absolutely appreciate his knowledge, but also his friendship, his open heart. Let's welcome from Egypt, Mohamed.mounir.
Hello, Roland. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. This is absolutely a pleasure, and I'm so thrilled to be part of this wonderful group. Thank you so much.
Great, thanks for having you here. Great,
Hi,
thanks
Mohamed.
for having you.
Hello, Marcin, Christian.
So then the next gentleman I want to welcome, I met this guy I guess 2 years ago or something like that, or 3 years ago, on the island of Mallorca, because he's living there. And we became friends, and I remember we had many conversations on my finger while I was cooking. We had lunch together many times, or we met in a restaurant, and we had a lot of men's talks about relationships and struggling in relationships. So we shared and our experience in relationships. We supported each other's when we are struggling, and I'm very happy that he said, yes, I'm here. I will join this panel because it's so important to do men's work. Welcome from Mallorca, ezrah.arturo GUZMAN.
Hello, Roland. Hello, everybody. Thank you. I'm very
Hi,
grateful
Ezra.
to be here with you all. And let's
Thank
have
you
some
for
fun.
joining us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Very well. So last but not least, there's another gentleman who jumped in, and I'm very happy that he joins also this panel. He has an amazing wisdom and knowledge, and I know that he does a lot besides business, other stuff from personal development. He's also from Egypt, like my dear friend Mounir. Let's welcome hazem.baraka.
Hello, Roland and everybody. I'm very delighted to be with you guys, and we will have fun, of course.
Thank you, Hazem. Thank you.
Surely.
Okay, gentlemen. So this is our first show. I don't know how you feel, guys. I'm absolutely excited that we can share our mankind, our being man, our role as a man in different roles to an amazing worldwide community on this channel. I guess we broadcast on 16 different channels, as far as I know, and TV, radio stations. So I would love that everyone is introducing himself first. That's what we do firstly today. And then we talk about the concept and why you joined this panel, why you think it's important as a man to share with other men, talk to other men, like we did thousands of years ago in our tribe, sitting around a campfire, bonfire, and have a deep conversation when the night is going down. So I start with MARCIN. MARCIN, please, could you introduce yourself, a little bit your background, and why you're on the show and why you're so excited?
Thank you, Roland. Actually, I'm here with a kind of a calling, I think. I am a biologist by education with a psychological background. And for over 10 years, I was training and working as a consultant. Actually, it is not why I am here. And the reason is actually my story, because I grew up, I was born in a city, I grew up in the village, then came back to the city to study, to work, and to get a severe depression. And after a major breakdown, I landed in a mental hospital, but found my wife there, and we are happily married for 8 years already. Thanks to that, I think I understand how difficult it may be to be a man and living through own emotions in a community when actually being a man is connected with showing no emotions at all. So we are just expected to be, tough, strong, never soft, never vulnerable. We can drink lots of alcohol, but that's okay. And when it comes to a real conversation, sharing emotions, sharing vulnerabilities is not a common thing. And I think this part of life is crucial for our happiness. Therefore, I am here to fight my battle. First, battle with my fear to expose myself, especially in such a wonderful group of experienced guys. So the first battle is with my fears, as always, and the second is actually for you. So I believe and I love to think that there is at least one guy there on the other side of the screen watching us right now who may benefit, however, from us sharing our stories and our thoughts, our perspectives. So I'm here for you, for this guy, because I believe in you. I believe in men that you can become, and I'm just rooting for you, and that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marcin. Thank you so much. Before we continue, I have to tell you guys, wherever you're joining us, the other title, I called this show Wild at Heart. The reason for that is, to be honestly, I stole this as a book title. Wild at Heart is a book title by a man. I learned a lot about myself. It's John Eldridge. He is an author from the US who wrote a lot of books about men's and men's groups. And this book's Wild at Heart really was a game changer for my being a man. That's why I chose this title. And the subtitle is Real, Authentic, Uncut. And the reason why we chose this, I guess, I remember Marcin and we had this conversation, and I said, okay, there's so much fake stuff outside, especially also men. You know, we are always wearing this mask, not showing only our emotions, our weakness, our anxieties. Yeah, we always are competitive. We are the best. We're the strongest one. We're the most successful one. We have the largest house, the fastest car, the beautiful wife. And we said, okay, we do a show with real men, authentic men. And uncut means it's uncensored. We have no script. We have no agenda. We're just normal men, like meet here on this platform, like sitting in a bar, having a beer, or sitting around a bonfire. That's what we're doing. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Marcin. I go over to Christian, and Christian, please introduce yourself, your background, your story, and why you are on board, and why you're excited to do men's work.
Okay, thank you very much, Roland. Thank you, Marcin. Well, I call it business background is I'm a personal coach, I'm a hypnotist, and I'm a certified NLP trainer so far. But first and foremost, I am a man. I am right now 47 years of experience, and I had a quite tough life. Maybe we hear about that later. And this made me come to a few certain points. The first point was that I had a lot of problems with my aggression. I did Taekwondo fighting in a professional way for 25 years. And due to this, I learned to hide my feelings, to keep them inside, to have a sharp and focused mind in my competition. So I started to see the world very competitive due to this Taekwondo and martial arts stuff. And then about 20 years ago, I started realizing that this competitive way of seeing the world makes me very alone, very lonesome. And this is the thing I'd overcome. Because I think one of the things that we men need to realize is that we need to get together. We need to meet other men from one heart to another, to share our experiences, to share our emotions, as Marcin said, and to open up. Because for me, that is real strength. Being really open and humble and show what is really inside of us and share that with other men. Because that gives us the chance to be really understood and to lift each other's energy up so we all can grow with this. So this is why I am here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christian. And I can absolutely relate what you said. You know, I remember when I started my personal development, not just in becoming a better version of myself in business or whatever I'm doing, but as a man, I think it was the bravest stuff I ever done. You really need, sorry for that, but you really need balls to look at your shadow sides and your dark sides of being a man and coming up with that and work of that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. So I would love to continue with my dear friend from Egypt, from Cairo, Mohamed. Please share your background and why you're on the sport and why you believe that men need men to talk.
Oh, right. Yes. So background, it's all like a professional background. I've been studying foreign trade. So it's all about business. I started working while I was 18 years old in one of the multinational organization. I've been traveling around for the last 10 years in the corporate life. So which ended in 2019. I've been managing and directing the marketing and strategy for 138 countries. So from Latin America to Middle East and Africa, Mediterranean islands, and Central Eastern Europe, India, and Russia. And I've been around a lot. And I've seen how really the diverse and that different type of living and different economical situation and different aspect of doing the business have made a lot of men really change the way and the perspective they have in life. I've been in that. I have a master's degree in business, so it's again putting much more emphasis on my study and how to run business and manage it through the people, because every business at the end of the day is all about human beings. Um, I discovered in 2016 when it was a little bit of a change in my life, as a spot that changed it, where I've lost my family for a divorce, and it was a little bit harsh for me. I did not understand. I did not see this coming. Starting then, I started to be exposed to different attributes of myself, first of all, and different attributes of life. And the reasons really people change and things are changing. And in fact, at that point of time, I've learned a lot about the true friends, true men that I can speak to and understand, that they will understand me, and they definitely will give the advice. And other people were they were just they're putting the unauthentic, as you said, Roland, not really true friends, but they were saying so. I understood as well about myself that I'm a highly sensitive person. So that's a different perspective. Those are 20% of the world population, from not only from human beings, but also from 100 and something, I cannot recall the number, different species. They have this 20% of being highly sensitive. That means that we feel a lot about others. We feel a lot about people in pain, and definitely we would love to help. And this is where I am here. I feel the suffering, and I feel sometimes the pain that people are in, the drama and traumatic, especially with business people being alone, cannot talk to their employees or their staff, and how that really needs another man who can understand the feelings and have a real authentic chat that will release a lot of the pressure. That's why I'm here, and hopefully I will definitely deliver value for this show.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. And I can absolutely relate what you told me about the trauma or that happened in your life. And I know that you're a person, you're working hard. You want to support, you want to provide everything for your family, and then one day you come home and your wife says goodbye. And this happens to so many men. We are working, and we strongly believe that all we have to do is making money. So the wife has a nice life, as we say. Happy wife, good life, or whatever I call it. We provide everything for the kids, and then we found out, no, this is not what they really want. Of course, it's nice to have a good standard, but what they really expect us as a man is being present and building up intimacy by sharing our emotions and inner world. Absolutely, it's so important. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mohammed, and cool again to have you on board. Okay, I would love to ask my next dear friend, Ezra, to introduce himself and his background and why he's on board. You're muted, man.
I'm muted. Okay, I think I'm on now. All right, I was born in Mexico City, and I now live in Mallorca. I came here on a vacation about 20 years ago, and I decided to stay and live a good life of sun and peace. But before that, I finalized my formal education from the University of Wisconsin. And ever since I was very young, a child, I was very much attracted to spiritual topics and experiences. But at the same time, I had very, very difficult family relationships, family topics with my family. Was separated several times. I have several brothers and sisters, have brothers and sisters. So I guess later on in life, I found out that my spiritual interest was also a type of refuge. So I went really deep into it. I'm a practitioner of Buddhism for the last 30 some years. A meditation, also practitioner and meditation. And after a very difficult family experience, I discovered through very strong Gestalt training and Gestalt experiences the deep and strong world that is inside of me, emotional, mental, as well as physical, and that opened up a possibility in my mind to search for a greater or a greater understanding of myself and my experience. So yeah, in the past 6 to 7 years, I've been more on my own. I decided to be away from social service because I used to give a lot of courses and promote a lot of activities related to a new consciousness. But for the past 7 years, I've been mostly with myself, doing mainly my own work, my work as maintenance in photovoltaic installations, and practicing and looking inside of me much further, recognizing myself, recognizing my tendencies, recognizing my psychological drives, and how I manage myself in life. I met Roland, and as he said, we spoke about the present moment when we met, how we were doing, and realized both that we needed to speak more to men, to find ourselves in other men, to look at each other's eyes and listen to each other and be there for each other. We are strong. We have been taught to be very strong, to be dependable, to be independent, but we also need to be supported, not only by our partners or our family, by other men like us. So thank you very much, and let's have fun.
Thank you so much, Ezra, for sharing your background, and great to have you on board again. Cool, very much. Yeah, and I remember all these talks we had on the Finca, and I highly appreciated it because I went through a hard time in my relationship, and I remember you. And I don't know how you see it after 2 years, but for me it was very, very important to have this conversation with you, and it really helped me when I was struggling. And first of all, that I realized I'm not alone as a man. I'm not the only one who is struggling in a relationship. There are other guys too, and we can support each other. Thank you so much for that. Okay, last but not least, again, from Egypt, I guess from Cairo too, as far as I know. Hazem, please share your background and why you are on board.
Cairo, yes, Egypt, Cairo, the pyramids. Hi guys, thank you very much, Roland, for giving me the chance to be here in the Wild at Heart talk show. I think this show will benefit me hugely, and I want to be in this show in order to express myself and chat in the Bonfire talk, as you told us, from heart to heart. Actually, I have 2 daughters. I'm almost 50 this year, and I have 2 daughters. One of them is studying in Germany now. She plays basketball. She used to play in the national team here, under 16 in Egypt, and another younger one which plays also handball. She's 12. I was married and got divorced 5 years ago, and I got married again last year. My background is business, basically. I have a bachelor degree in business and master degrees in business and doctorate degree in business. And I used to do assessment for companies and consulting and training all around the region. So Saudi Arabia and Dubai, Abu Dhabi, United Emirates, and Jordan and Egypt as well. Been consulting many companies, and my focus actually with companies not on processes but on people, managers and senior managers, and even the employees. They want to talk to me, and we go into a deep chat. Why do they not achieve their goals? And actually, it's not about business only; it's about personal. So I don't know what's happening. Even the family, all of them wants to chat with me and to talk with me about their personal and business and entrepreneurial things, and how to manage, how to accept change. And I don't know, they like my advice, and they like my talk in this issue. I have worked on myself actually like 9 years ago in self development. Went through a meditation, all of the meditation courses, and I like the TM, Transcendental Meditation Technique. It helped me a lot. It helped me a lot to focus. It helped me a lot to see a clear picture for me and for others as well. It helped me a lot to take decisions. Maybe it was really a little bit hard to take at the time. Meditation is a life changing for me actually. I practice it a couple of days, a couple of times a day. Also, I used to take the Reiki. I'm a Reiki practitioner. It's a sort of an energy healing. It is very good and very strong technique as well. I'm an extroverted person. I like to meet people. I like to go out and talk. And actually, I listen more than I talk to people and friends. Actually, I'm a certified life coach, but, uh, but I use it not for work. I use it to help people actually in life and in business. That's it. So anybody wants to go diving, wants to go desert safari, call me.
Thank you so much, Hazem. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Roland.
Yeah, I love this panel, gentlemen out there, because we are different guys with different backgrounds. Some are married, some are married for the second time, some are single, uh, different relation backgrounds, different from different business backgrounds or professional backgrounds from different countries. There's a lot, but we have one thing in common: we are men. And we are absolutely driven. We have that's our common goal, to inspire men by being real, authentic, and uncut. That's what drives us. And before we go to the commercial break, I just want to tell you something. We've been thinking about how you get in contact with each of us on the panel when you want to go deeper on a topic, or share whatever you want to share with one of us. We thought it's a little bit confusing when we share 6 or 7 or whatever men are on the panel, different contact details. So we didn't spare any costs and any expenses. So I asked my agency who did all my websites in the past to build up a website, what we call bonfiretalks.com. So on bonfiretalks.com, you will see it in the banner. And for those who follow us on the radio, I will spell it for you. It's www.bonfiretalks.com. And on this website, you will find the concept, but you also will find all the contact details and the bios of all the gentlemen here on on the panel so far. Okay, so let's have a short commercial break. A new Tom Cruise film is coming out, a cool one. And afterwards, we continue our conversation about the concept of wild at heart.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back after this commercial break and bring the panelists back here. And we'd love to continue. We are so excited about the first show of Wild at Heart. So let's bring back all the guys and we continue and share what we are gonna do in this show weekly, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. East Standard Time, or it's noon on the Pacific Standard Time, or 9 p.m. at Central European Time. But before we continue, guys, how do you like the sequel? Are you going to see it?
Yeah, I think so. I like the first one already, and I'm absolutely into aircraft stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this one.
Cool. So everyone who wants to join, unmute yourself and participate.
I think it's a lot of the nostalgia that is happening, and in fact, this brings a lot of revenues in the box office. I've seen what they have done with the Godfather. After 50 years, they have brought it to cinemas, and it was a hit.
Yeah, I guess this one will also be a hit, and Tom Cruise is a cool actor anyway. Very
Yes.
good. Absolutely. Okay, guys, so let's continue. So let's talk about a little bit about what we are doing on this show. And as I said in the beginning, it's a show by men, for men, about men. In this panel, we will meet weekly every Wednesday, as I said before. And we will discuss different topics, not only about movies coming out, macho movies. We will talk about masculinity in general, about sexuality, because it's part of our life. We will talk about business stuff, health stuff, fitness, sports, cars, whatever man's topic that we bring up. Some about spirituality, of course. So we'll have more deepened topics. We will have maybe I will call shallow topics, but just man's topics every time on the panel. And you, as an audience out there, you can chat with us. You can communicate with us. And if you have a topic that you want to discuss on the next show, please let us know. And we are more than happy if you, let us know what you're interested in, and then we can bring this topic up in one of our next shows. So just email us, for example, at office@bonfiretalks.com. Let us know what you're interested in as a man. Share with us your experience. If you want, we can bring your story on here. And we have a very, very, I would say, a very broadened agenda, because, men are so interested in so many different topics. And it's not only that women talk about and girls talk about different topics, it's also men talk about different topics. They are passionate about it. They can be from sports and from cool movies to sexuality, sensitivity, spirituality. It's a broad agenda, and we have this platform here, and we have this platform here just to open a discussion about different topics. Okay, guys. So for the last minutes that are left over, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to share with the audience as a man, with our male audience? Or maybe some females are watching too, and they want to inspire their spouse or their lovers to have a deeper look at it. Yeah, we just have a feedback from Janetta, from Janetta Berry. She's also a co-host on USA Global TV, and she said, looking forward to this. Thank you, Janetta, for your feedback. Yeah, I think it's also interesting for women. what men are talking about to get a better understanding about themselves. Because I don't know what your experience is, but sometimes, a man and a boy and a girl, they love each other, but they have different levels of communication, and they don't meet in the middle. They love each other, but they don't fit together in their communication because they have different approaches of communication. So I open the panel for you guys for the last minutes. What do you want to share?
I want to jump back to this movie thing again, because there is this one male view I have. Like, I like the action, I like the machines going fast, stuff like that. And there is another one, and this is, I want to check how, or if they adapted the changing of the world, the changing of how we see ourselves as men, if this changed in the movies, or if it's still these old male patterns, like you have to be strong, you have to fight other men, stuff like that. Or if they moved into the 2020s or 2022s right now and adapted this, that we became finer, we become more open-hearted, stuff like that. So those are two views I watch this movie.
Absolutely.
I'm
I can
with you
relate
on
to this
that,
because I don't know who's...
definitely.
Sorry, who's... Please, Marcin, come on.
Yeah. I just was when you, Christian, make that note, I just directly thought about the newest Bond movie, right? So over the decade, actually, we've seen the evolution of the character from this stiff and macho man, right? And then we saw more and more of his heart, actually, of those vulnerabilities that he had. So I just hope, just as I like you do, that in this Top Gun movie, new version, we will see the update.
And
Yeah.
James Bond is struggling so hard with his past, with the women. It was amazing to see.
Spoiler
I
alert.
believe
Yeah, it became more real. For me, the last James Bond became more real. Yeah, more authentic. We're not superhuman beings, we men. We are cool, but we are not superhuman beings. We also have our dark sides, our weak points, and it's cool. It's cool. It's part of our life.
Yeah, that may be a trend that we're seeing now in the movies and series, because lately I've been watching the series like Outlander, and there's another series, and these are about Vikings and the Middle Ages and the warriors and everything, and the main character, the man, is quite sensitive and close to his woman. So that's very good very nice to see. I'm very happy for that. It makes it much more interesting for me. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do you think that we were originally created with this kind of, mix between that we are not that, we were created like this. God wanted us to be having this kind of feeling, soft-hearted, and then caring for others and so on. Or this is a change over time?
Well, I can, from my perspective, I believe this is a change over time. We've been going through. There's a lot of patriarchy things going on against patriarchal trends of thought, and things have developed that way, and now it's been changing. Now we're going back towards a more center, or more towards a woman or feminine side of being. As men, we need to realize, I believe, that we're both, even though we're men and our energy is basically masculine energy that goes outwards, but we're also feminine. We can also become sensitive, we can also be intuitive, we can also be creative, we can always also be still, we can also be receptive, and that's I think it's part of the evolution where we're going now, and it's showing up in these movies and other ways that the society is showing up now. Now you see, the other day I was watching the news, and the Prime Minister of Finland and Sweden, they're women, marvelous, and that's great.
Finally.
And you see also for New Zealand, yeah. So we need both. We need to find this balance, between masculine and feminine, and we've been living in a masculine world for hundreds of thousands of years. They say that before it was more feminine, so now maybe we can come to the middle, and it begins with each one of us, with us men realizing that we can also be feminine.
Absolutely. Guys, time is, I don't know how you feel, but time is just flying. We're coming to an end of this show, but chance out there, wherever you're joining us, no worry, we are coming back next Wednesday, same time, same station. We will be back with different topics. As I mentioned before, if you want to contact us, go on our website and get in contact with us or send an email to us when you have something. Before we end up this show, please, each of you guys, one sentence that you want to give as a giveaway for the gentlemen out there that are listening. Christian, one sentence.
Whoa, that escalated quickly. Maybe there is a chance that you guys out there, and I announce this strict and straight to you guys, maybe you want to take a chance and ask yourself what kind of man you want to be and compare it to where you are right now, because then you have an exact direction where you can head for. So that would be a nice thing to, I don't know how you call it. We call it a compass, to straighten your needle out to north, which is, in my opinion, a very good way and direction to go.
Okay. Thank you. Who else wants to join? Because time is running. Who one more sentence?
Yeah, I'd like to
MARCIN,
say that.
you? Or Ezra, please.
Yeah, I'd like to say that we're taught to give, to manifest, to provide, but we can be the first ones to provide for ourselves. We can become the one to love ourselves, to love the main person, or the most important person, to love ourselves as men. Yeah.
Thank you, Ezra. Who else wants to say something? Anything else to add? MARCIN, I know you want to say something.
What can be added to that? This sums up, I think, everything. So thank you, Ezra.
Okay, so thank you guys for your time to be on this panel and share your background and your wisdom. I'm very looking forward to our next show. I can tell you, as I said, I'm living a wireless life, meaning I'm traveling in my motorhome around Europe. I'm broadcasting live from my motorhome right now. I'm standing here in the nature in north of Austria right now. And the next show, next Wednesday, I will broadcast from a men's festival. So I will attend my first men's festival. I'm a little bit excited about that. It's a festival for men, about men. So we will have martial arts, we have exercise, we will have Viking stuff, so really rough stuff, male stuff. We also will have different kinds of meditation. We will have different lectures of being a man. So I'm very excited about that, to be with men in this road. On the men's festival. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And yeah, we see us next week, next Wednesday, same time, same station. And you guys out there, if you love the show, we are very happy and we appreciate if you give us a feedback and let us know what you want to hear about or discuss in the panel. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye, man. Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye.
Hasta la vista.
Take care.